unto all those who had ears to hear. The love in his words can only be heard when you learn to listen with your heart. A father's two sons in the vineyard teach us a lesson of work. Store up your food for tomorrow. Stay true to the task, never shirk. One man holds tight to his riches, while another must beg for a meal. Now he that was rich has a purse that is empty, the other a treasure that's real. Sweet are the stories the Savior once told unto all those who had ears to hear. The love in his words can only be heard when you learn to listen with your heart. Once a master gave freely his silver and promised upon his return those who use wisely the talents they had, a place by his side they would earn. Sweet are the stories the Savior once told unto all those who had ears to hear. The love in his words can only be heard when you learn to listen. When you learn to listen with your heart.
What Jesus said about money. Luke 19, 1 to 10. Jesus entered Jericho and was passing through. A man was there by the name of Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and was wealthy. He wanted to see who Jesus was, but because he was short, he could not see over the crowd. So he ran ahead and climbed a sycamore fig tree to see him, since Jesus was coming that way. When Jesus reached the spot, he looked up and said to him, "Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today." So he came down at once and welcomed him gladly. All the people saw this and began to mutter, "Oh, he has gone to be the guest of a sinner." But Zacchaeus stood up and said to the Lord, "Look, Lord, here and now I give half of my possessions to the poor, and if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay back 4 times the amount." Jesus said to him, "Today salvation has come to this house, because this man too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost." Luke 12, 13 to 15. Someone in the crowd said to him, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me." Jesus replied, "Man, who appointed me a judge or an heir beater between you?" Then he said to them, "Watch out, be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in abundance of possessions." Matthew 17:24-27. After Jesus and his disciples arrived in Capernaum, the collectors of 2 drachma temple tax came to Peter and asked, "Doesn't your teacher pay the temple tax?" "Yes, he does," he replied. When Peter came into the house, Jesus was the first to speak. "What do you think, Simon?" he asked. "From who do the kings of the earth collect duty and taxes? From their own children or from others?" "From others," Peter answered. "Then the children are exempt." Jesus said to him, "But so that we may not cause offense, go to the lake and throw out your line. Take the first fish you catch. Open its mouth, and you will find a 4 drachma coin. Take it and give it to them for my tax and yours." Matthew 6:19-24. "Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moths and vermin destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourself treasures in heaven, where moths and vermin do not destroy, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eyes are unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light is within you is darkness, how great is the darkness? No one can serve 2 masters. Either you hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money, Jesus said. Matthew 10:5-8. These 12 Jesus sent out with the following instructions: "Do not go among the Gentiles or enter any town of the Samaritans. Go rather to the lost sheep of Israel. As you go, proclaim this message: the kingdom of heaven has come near. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those who have leprosy, drive out demons. Freely you have received. Freely you give." Mark 12:41-44. Jesus sat down opposite the place where the offerings were put and watched the crowd put their money into the temple treasury. Many rich people threw in large amounts, but a poor widow came and put in 2 very small copper coins, worth only a few cents. Calling his disciples to him, Jesus said, "Truly I tell you, this poor widow has put more into treasury than all the others. They all gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in everything, all she had to live on." Mark 11:15-17. And they came to Jerusalem, And Jesus went into the temple and began to cast out them that sold and bought in the temple, and overthrew the tables of the money changers and the seats of them that sold doves. Neither would he suffer that any man should carry a vessel through the temple. And he thought, saying unto them, Is it not written, Mine house shall be called the house of prayer unto all nations? But you have made it a den of thieves. Next time will be what Jesus said regarding the future, regarding the end of times.